Alright, she's in recovery, everything went well. Rain and sand. God. I just talked for ages without filming. So, Jim and I have already finished sanding the boat, which is good.
We've rented a car for the day.
Yeah, we had to do a big shopping day yesterday and go to an acrylic place and all this stuff. So anyway, this is the Marina car. So, the plan for our little girl. Step one, find little girl, which is probably going to be the hardest part. She generally loves me. I'm going to wear my big hat because I swear she spots me and comes because she knows I've got the sausages. So we'll lure her down, and then I'm hoping we can just basically bring her back to the vet clinic with some food. We'll walk down and walk back, and then provided the vet remembered what we're doing today, we should be all good to go ahead of surgery.
Kiwi found us on the streets of Puerto Madero and showed us that she needed our help. She had a condition known as a vaginal prolapse that needed urgent surgical repair. It was a difficult and more advanced surgery, so special in fact that we made a video all about it that you can watch in the top right hand corner if that's your thing. If however you just want to see the quick story, continue watching.
It's just helping keep her vagina more closed, so she'll still be able to wee and everything. But we'll take that out in kind of 3 days time, and it's just to try and help hold that prolapse in. So combined with that, the tack I did here, hopefully you won't have any problems. I of course went through a blood vessel there, that's always the way. None of the surgery bleeds and you hit a blood vessel on the way out. Alright, she's in recovery, everything went well. We've tacked the uterus up inside of her to try and stop it coming back out. And we've also put a little suture in her vulva, which we will take out in just a few days. And she's going to stay here for a few hours, if not overnight, and then we'll take her back to the ladies at the store tomorrow or later this evening. Hey, my darling girl. You're a good girl. Just waking up.
Meanwhile, back on the boat, we had the marina guys sand the top deck for us, while Will and Lena continued working on the dagger board, measuring, shaping and preparing it to have the high-density polyethylene sliders attached.
So Will's just building up the fiberglass area to put the plastic sliders onto. He's getting very close. So now we have most of the fittings off the inside so we can access all the hatches. All the windows themselves are off. We're kind of at the next step of actually getting things prepared to mount these acrylic windows. So what I'm doing is trying to get all the residue of the old silicone sealant off so that we can then sand this whole area and then look at getting some paint primer down. Then we'll look at seating the windows, which is very exciting to get them back on. We've been very lucky. We've had no rain since we began this project. And in between doing this, we're also working on getting all the hatches off with the idea that we'll be able to replace them soon too. So that's kind of going to be our first step on getting on deck back together. And then we'll be able to begin painting and making her look shiny and new. Ooh, acetone's working a treat already, it seems like.
Acetone's working?
Mm-hmm. I'm very close. I'm pretty sure there's like a bucket full of corrosive sand underneath this. Rain and sand. Come God. Oh, he's closed. Sometimes you really do just have to use like brute strength.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
What if you climbed out the hatch and pushed down?
Good idea, more. Yeah. Oh yeah, here it goes.
Oh yeah. Sometimes it's just a matter of leverage, huh?
Yep. That one's actually pretty intact. All in all. Hey. She's out.
Over the next few days, Jim and I continued sanding things, wiping things, undoing things, and pulling down things, and just generally got into the demolition spirit. While Will and Lena continued working on the dagger board.
At this rate, if they keep coming this easily, it'll be easier removing the hatches and the windows. But this is the first one, so I shouldn't speak too soon. Yes! That's that.
The hatch is free.
Hatch is free. Oh, she's been eaten a little bit. That's okay. A little bit of corrosion. It's not too bad actually. Cool. Tomorrow we will see if the new hatch actually fits in there. I hope it does.
Yeah.
We will find out. This one at least isn't destroyed, if worst case scenario. Okay.
You rolling?
I'm rolling. Let's see. So it'll go, yeah, that way. We just need to try and move it up. Oh, you right?
Yep.
Hey, that looks like it's going. Open it. Oh, it's stiff. Some of the holes even line up. One of the holes lines up.
That one almost lines.
Look at that fit, look at that fit, look at it fitting in. Yeah!
It's a good song.
These small wins are really good when they happen because I thought for sure it wasn't going to fit. And it would have been a real pain because we would have had to either put the old hatches back in, which I mean would have been doable, but they're not great, or we would have had to send these back to the States and then tried to order new hatches, which would have been weeks and weeks and weeks. So I am excited and singing a song about it fitting.
With that good news and high spirits, we marked and drilled the holes for the new screws, countersinking them ever so slightly to allow for a better seal when we attach the hatches with the sealant.
I just talked for ages without filming. So Jim and I have already finished sanding the boat, which is good, and it means that we're ready to start painting the window frame area so that we can get the windows on. But first we're fitting all of the windows, and I'm tracing on the inside the window frame from the inside of the boat with the idea we're going to put a strip of paint around the edge of the windows, which will hide the lines from the sealant and make sure it looks really good when we put it on. We're also sanding the edges of the windows just a little bit because the place I got the acrylic cut here, it's just a little rough around the edges, but they look like they fit, which is really awesome. So all in all, the cost of ordering the acrylic to here and then having it cut so far has been, from memory, $500 to get all the windows cut that we need. So it's a pretty cheap acrylic job all in all. And Jim's estimating,
I'm saying 10 days from
until they're
now
on.
until it's on.
I'm saying 7 because we've got to do etch primer, and then easy epoxy top deck paint before we can get it on. We also need to paint this and sand the edge. I'm saying 7 days.
Well,
We'll see.
take the over if
We'll
you're
see.
a betting man.
We are currently taping the windows so we can spray paint this inner edge so that you won't be able to see lines of sealant all around it. So, tape it. And Jim's really just sanding it to rough it up so that we can spray paint it. It's not
I'm
not for
anything
aesthetics.
down.
Yeah.
Get ready for an unusual music montage.
Trying to go a bit more distance with the two, isn't he? The good thing is these don't really need to be perfect because it's just to block the, like from the outside, we're not going to really see this paint, so as long as it provides a bit of a barrier, it's all good.
I'm thinking it looks pretty good.
Pretty even, I reckon.
Okay, how dry to the touch is it?
Pretty much dry. Dries basically instantly.
Yeah.
Well, that was a bit of fun, but we can't finish this episode without letting you all know Kiwi recovered so well from her surgery. She has since been adopted and named Kiwi by the fruit and vegetable store ladies.
That's healed. Sí, muy bien.
Este punto no está abierto.
Sí, sí, es un poco, pero en un poco días está bien.
Ok.
Sí, sí, es solo un poquito corta y este es mejor también.
I don't want to give too much away, but her and Blanquito are not only Toby's best friends, but new brother and sister too. Thanks to all of you who help make dreams like this come true. You can help us get this clinic floating again, save animals, and of course get live updates every week from the Haul Out Zone by becoming a patron for only $1 a month. Until next time, stay chuffed everybody.
It's a little more distracting than I thought it was going to be.